in Washington. Frank Luntz joins us now with a special focus group of independent Arizona voters.
Thanks, guys. Over the last two election cycles, Arizona has become one of the most important states in the country, truly a swing voter state. Now, we hear about it in terms of immigration, but what I want to know is something broader than that. Do you feel Washington has left you behind? How many of you, by show of hands, feel that Washington has forgotten you? Raise your hand. Oh, come on. Really? You feel they've forgotten you? Why?
It's gotten so political now. I mean, I have never in my whole life have ever seen a country so split apart. And
do you blame Washington for that?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. They're not listening to us.
A big deal right now is that we're being held financially hostage by the federal government in order to keep holding illegals in the state. They owe us money as a state, and we wouldn't be in the deficit that we are if they would just handle the issue.
This has become so politicized that no one understands there are human beings down here that are being threatened by violence.
Are you afraid for your security?
For my family, yes, when I'm not home.
I believe part of it's because we're a red state. That the national government, they're putting out money to the blue states, not to the red states.
Oh, come on.
I believe that.
I agree with that because the president's been invited to come here over and over again to see what's going on and all the trafficking that's going on, and he doesn't come.
There's not enough lobbying here in Arizona, in Washington, to listen to what we need in this state.
You've got 2 senators, you got 8 congressmen. That's not enough?
Well, they're busy campaigning for themselves.
Now when we're dealing with a large Mexican gang on our border that potentially at this point has $1 million hit on our head of our sheriff where we have to go downtown.
Okay, well, but I got to ask you, what you just said about Washington, about Barack Obama, is a very strong statement. How many of you believe that Washington is punishing Arizona because it didn't vote for Barack Obama? Seriously? Why? He's president over America, isn't he?
He has an agenda.
He does.
Good.
He's never, he's ran on all these promises. He came to ASU, one of his first stops in the campaign 2 years before he ever was elected, promising this, promising that, got all the ASU students all up and ready to go. They turned out and voted for him. I live in a complex in Tempe that they all did that. And he hasn't delivered on anything.
I don't think he believes in states' rights. I think he's for big government, large control by the federal government. So I don't think he believes in states' rights.
You started this. I'm going to let you end it.
Look at the states that are red in the Gulf. Look how long it took him to react to the Gulf oil spill.
And that proves that he wants to hold you accountable for how you vote.
It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. I hope you all don't. Do you all believe it's a conspiracy? No. No, it's just politics. Or I don't know which is worse. Anyway, this is going to be, we're only 90 days away from the election. And this is the kind of conversation that we're going to be bringing to you from all across America. Back to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Frank Luntz, and a bunch of people in a ballroom there in Arizona where